What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, I've got something really interesting for you. It's not just a TV. It's not just a speaker. And it's definitely not just some random bezel accessory. This is an ecosystem bundle from Samsung that's trying to change the way your living space looks and sounds. We're talking about the Samsung 85 inches The Frame Pro 4K Neo QLED Smart TV, 2025, bundled with a 55 inches white Modern Bezel from 2021. And the LS60D Music Frame Smart Speaker. Now, Samsung has been on this whole tech meets art journey for a while. The Frame lineup is kind of the flagship example of that, TVs that don't look like TVs when they're off. Instead, they double as digital canvases. And this year, with the Frame Pro, they've leveled things up with Neo QLED tech, a massive 85-inch canvas, and tighter integration with their smart home ecosystem. Let's dive in. First, let's start with the obvious, 85 inches. This thing is a giant. Most living rooms aren't even designed to handle a screen this size, but if you can, it's cinematic. Samsung's Neo QLED panel technology is all about precision lighting. They've swapped traditional LED backlighting for mini LEDs, which allows for more localized dimming zones, higher brightness, and better contrast. If you've seen a QLED before, you know the punchy colors Samsung is known for. But Neo QLED? It's just next-level crisp. HDR content, especially Dolby Vision alternatives, really pops here. On top of that, this is a 4K panel, not 8K, and honestly, that's the sweet spot right now. At 85 inches, 8K still feels like overkill because of the lack of native content. 4K Neo QLED, though, strikes a balance between performance, availability of content, and processing demand. Upscaling is handled by Samsung's Quantum AI processor, which is one of the better ones in the industry. It takes your regular HD or even 720p broadcast content and sharpens it up impressively. But the Frame Pro isn't just about picture quality, it's about design. The idea is that when you're not watching TV, you're displaying art. And this is where the included 55-inch white Modern Bezel comes in. Now, that's actually not for the 85-inch TV itself, but for a smaller frame model you might own, or plan to add to your ecosystem. Samsung wants to sell you this idea that your home should have TVs that don't just sit there as big black rectangles. Instead, they blend into your walls and furniture. The bezels are interchangeable, magnetic, and honestly, they make a big difference. With the white Modern Bezel, your TV basically looks like a framed photograph or painting. You walk past it, and it's not screaming giant electronics box. Instead, it's part of the interior design. It's subtle but very effective for people who care about aesthetics. Now, Samsung's art mode is still the star here. The Frame Pro can cycle through curated art collections, photography, or even your own uploaded images. They've added more control this year over brightness and matte display settings. Seriously, the anti-reflective matte finish they've put on this display is some of the best I've seen. It cuts glare dramatically, making it look way more natural, like actual canvas art. Okay, so that's the visual side. But what about the sound? Well, this bundle includes the Samsung LS60D Music Frame Smart Speaker, and this is one of those products where Samsung is borrowing a little inspiration from companies like Sonos or even Bang & Olufsen. Basically, this is a speaker that doesn't look like a speaker. It's designed to look like a photo frame. You can place it on a shelf, hang it on the wall, and it just blends right in. Don't let the design fool you, though, this thing is packing some serious sound. It supports Dolby Atmos, it can pair with Samsung TVs wirelessly through Q Symphony, and it integrates into your whole smart ecosystem. What that means is when you're watching content on the Frame Pro, the music frame speaker doesn't just act separately. It synchronizes audio with the TV's internal speakers for a fuller, room-filling soundstage. And look, the built-in speakers on the Frame Pro are already decent with object tracking sound and AI optimization, but pairing it with the LS60D takes it up a notch. Vocals come through clearer, bass has more depth, and you can actually feel more immersive separation. For a product that's disguised as home decor, it really doesn't hold back. Now, I want to talk about use cases, because that's where this bundle makes the most sense. If you're just looking for the best picture quality TV, there are other options like Samsung's QLED models or even LG's OLED lineup. But the Frame Pro is all about blending technology with lifestyle. If you live in a home where design matters, where you don't want your tech to dominate the space, this makes sense. Think about it, you've got an 85-inch TV that can transform into a giant art piece when it's off. You've got customizable bezels for smaller frame models to match your style. And you've got a speaker that doesn't scream speaker but still sounds great. It's a tech bundle that doesn't look like tech. Samsung is also pushing their